So, very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. Now, if this could come up, that would be great. Just saying. There we go. Alright, cool. So, let us fire the game up. Right, let's close down all windows. Boop. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, not really sure what to expect from this one. Let's see if it's one of their textbook blooper turkeys or something else. It kind of looks a little Dead Spacey to me, which is fine. You know, if you're going to take inspiration, you're going to want to take inspiration from the best. Blah, 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 blah. Get on with it. I want to kill some monsters. Right. So, let's hit up new game. The power of streaming indeed, brother. So, I had no intention of doing a stream today. In fact, I was looking forward to just going to bed. But I completely forgot this game came out. Can I pop out chat? Pop out chat. There we go. Beautiful. Cool. So from what I can understand about this game, it's basically Resident Evil 4 meets Dead Space with elements of time travel. So we have just had a little fiddle, just to make sure that everything's running okay, and it does appear to be running okay. Let's go new game and see where we end up. It looks different. Use headphones for the best survival horror experience. Oh, game. Is there any other way of playing?
Listen to the will of those who will not speak.
Okay.
And if the trolls are not willing, they will be.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't make sense. Yay! Personality test. Just what we like. Best way to start any game. Bloodstain. Nope, that's not an option apparently. So, a giant sleeping. Definitely doesn't look like a giant sleeping. Animals fighting. Yeah, not really, but let's go with animals fighting.
Animals fighting.
We're playing as a woman. Okay. Rocks. Ship. That is not a ship sinking. You can't fool me. That is definitely an island.
Rocks. Island.
Fire spreading or a river rushing. That looks like fire to me, with a person in the middle.
Fire. Spreading.
Phase 2. Focus your attention. What is your purpose?
This looks deliciously dystopian. I don't like the helmet, I'm going to be honest. Not a fan of that weird kind of... I mean, it kind of looks like a chronosphere, so it makes sense. But this weird mouth-breathing section looks odd. The rest of the suit kind of looks like something straight out of Dead Space. And I don't mind that. That is acceptable. So, the question is... I forget. To bring them back, I guess, or to pave the path. I guess we're going to bring them back. It's the way the UK is heading. Yeah, I think so. Let's say we're going to bring them back.
To bring them back.
Sinking. Mother or father? Well, we're a woman, so let's say mother.
Mother.
No shit. I'm glad you cleared that bit of confusion up. Let's say child.
Child.
Phase 3. Time pressure.
Uh-oh.
Focus your attention. Act solely on your instincts.
You're the captain.
Already in place. People.
Solitude. Yes.
Solitude.
Conflict will always be found in society. Conflict.
Definitely. Always conflict.
Eternity means the infinite time that never ends. Eternity.
Endless.
Endless.
Dark.
Oh, that's a choice. Dark or dark? Darker and darker. Okay, well, dark.
Trial completed.
Hey! Visually, it does look very nice.
Location, traveler. Your task is to find your predecessor, MD 3500. Secure the anchor. Let our work continue. The collective grants you this relic.
A relic. Shh.
EPH611. May it serve you all free.
Sounds like a good idea. Hopefully it's fault free. Ooh, that's unique. Looks like a hell of a hand cannon.
Is our calling.
Such is our calling. Please step out of the sarcophagus to begin your task.
It's like a Fallout vault all over again. Huh. Of course. So, shooting and aiming. We know how to shoot and aim. Seems to be standard.
It is not working.
It is not working. Yeah, it's a stream elements thing. It's gonna bug me to get stream elements, which ain't gonna happen. Hold to aim at the hinge. Oh, so you can charge your gun up. I like the gun. The gun's pretty meaty. Very weighty. This is a cool setup. I mean,
Traveler MD 3576 initiating the travel log. Triangulating the fallen predecessor's last known location.
I mean, we don't
Commencing search.
know our character, but she certainly seems like a badass, which is a good sign. Kind of an Isaac Clarke vibe going on here. I really don't like that helmet though. So, C to bring up the compass. And apparently WASD to walk. Well, that's revolutionary stuff. So we need to go track down our friend, or at least our predecessor, who is no longer with us. Alright. I like this foreboding atmosphere. All this fog, you'd think we're in Silent Hill. So I'm guessing we just like beamed back into the past here. Not 100% sure what's going on. But some bad voodoo happened here. And I like it. Oh. We definitely have some Unreal Engine stutter struggle. Shocking absolutely nobody. Okay. Some kind of park or something. So I'm guessing we use time shift to run. Thanks, game. I'm guessing we use some sort of like time dimension to holster our weapon. Which is going to be a fun little mechanic. That does make me wonder what our inventory system is going to be like. We're stuck on scenery. Come on. I'm assuming we're going to have some kind of inventory system. I is not inventory. Tab is... Oh, this looks deliciously retro. Fabricator. Anus! We'll have none of that anus here. Handgun ammo. Requires... I don't know what that is. Bottles of something. And a shell patch. So I guess our suit is called a shell. Alright. We can handle that. Obvious visual clue is obvious. Now, I don't know what the game's going to be like for like pickups and ammo and all that good stuff. And I don't know how stingy it's going to be either. Lots of corpses. Missing persons. There's one or two missing persons. That's okay. I'm sure there's going to be a few more missing persons by the time we're done. So we have Red Cross truck. I mean, visually the game is nice, but they seem to be good at that. It's the optimizations and the rest of it that I'm more concerned with, to be honest. Alright, so what have we got here? Citizens of the New Dawn District, do not leave your homes without a pressing need. Watch yourselves and your neighbors closely. Report any alarming symptoms to the appropriate authorities. Report any alarming neighbors' behavior to the appropriate authorities. Strictly comply with all recommended precautionary measures. Stay calm, stay safe, stay strong. It'll all be over soon. Worried this will be Polish edge. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. As long as the combat and the story are okay, I don't mind some inspiration. Well, you do wear... I'm glad... Look, you say it's a bell end for a helmet. You're not wrong, but it kind of looks like a hybrid, if you ask me, between the two reproductive organs. But hey, what do I know? Maybe things are different in this universe. Look at writings and signs in the environment around you to display their translations. That's kind of interesting. Don't mind that. You will know them by their eyes. Okay. Was ist das? Citizen, resourcefulness is key. Don't throw away food. Share with your neighbors. Use your bath water for cleaning the floor or watering plants. Respect the toilet paper rations. Oh, we all know in a pandemic that ain't happening. Be sure to stack up your pantry when possible. Resources are scarce. Be creative. Be safe. Be prepared. Mayor of New Dawn. Right, so New Dawn is a place then. This place, I'm guessing. Stockpile the sanitizer. Dude, if you can get hold of any, sure. Don't open. Melee attack. Oh, so we've got a stomp. Oh, that's nice. I like it. Energy sources act as currency for travelers. Sufficient amounts can be exchanged for items and weapon upgrades in the workstation. Okay, this is definitely feeling very Dead Space. Space money. Time traveling money. So we can stomp open things. We like that. Toilet paper is the currency of the future. Yep. Got to get your shit tickets. You know, we couldn't get hand sanitizer for love nor money during the pandemic. That's not opening. And you know, with our job, it's pretty important stuff. What's that? 24. School is closed. Hope it's forever. Mrs. something I can't pronounce told us to write every day about what we do at home and how we feel. She didn't say how many words though, so here goes. I feel better without math class. Ha ha. Going sledding with Carol and Marcel. Freedom. Mum said we can't go out today. Something is going on. Too bad. Carol said he would show me a new cool spot. Yeah, guess tomorrow then. Dad brought home oranges. He said Uncle Stephen gave them to him. So strange. Tangy. Guys will be jealous. Oranges, huh? Daddy, I slid the key under the door. I'm going to look for Mum. Yeah, that sounds rather ominous. This whole staying at home stuff is so lame. Mum says it's getting serious because they don't even let Dad go to work anymore. Now we're talking. Saw some men doing some weird stuff on our playground too. Nope. Nope, not going there. It's all ruined now. Lots of trucks in it and sandbags. We saw that coming in. Bored. Dad is sick and Mum sucks at chess. No Christmas until Dad gets better. I heard explosions at night. There are some people lying outside in the snow. Mum said they were playing with fireworks. Doesn't she know how old I am? I've seen Carol among them. Not good. Okay, so she's keeping Mum, or keeping her child home. Not much of an artist. There we go, finally worked. You had tons of the stuff. Keep selling it cheap at work. Oh, nice. Yeah, we actually used to requisition it because we always have hand sanitizer and wipes in our crib hut, obviously, because of work. And I remember at one point they were basically giving us a spoonful for all four of us in an old, like, jar. And it's, like, worthless. I feel sorry for Mum, but when we meet in the hallway, she smiles cheerfully, but her eyes are all red. She told me to stay out of Dad's room because I can get sick, just like him. It stinks in here. Mum's gone. She has never left home for such a long time before. I'm getting scared. I know Mum said not to go into his... Mum said not to go into his room. But Dad is in so much pain, he's calling my name over and over, and she still hasn't come back. I must help him somehow. This is some interesting plot development. And there is the key that we've heard so much about. An old rusty key. What's the betting we're going to see that latch 100 more times before the game is over? Closet full of face masks for reasons. I remember you saying about your face masks. Now, if only we had some kind of torch. Well, we have a few choices here. We can open the door with our trusty MK1615, or we can try the key. Let's try the key. So what have we got here? Dad's come down with a case of the survival horrors. Yes. Yes, maybe he has the T virus. Chemicals, compounds of everyday use, suitable for fabricating many useful resources. So that's your standard, I suppose. Tab to access the inventory and gather materials to fabricate items. So we can fabricate ammunition and health, I guess. An injector containing a fluid that prevents the temporal shell from perforating. Oh, so we're wearing a temporal shell. Interesting. So is that keeping us safe from the disease then? I guess if that gets perforated or penetrated, bad stuff is going to happen. So far, it is very wordy. I don't mind that, but it's odd to dump so many logs into the player's face straight off the rip. But we'll roll with it. Hopefully it's not going to be one of these games that has, you know, 200 logs per room or chapter. Because I like a good log. I can tell you. Something really enjoyable about having a good log. But there's a right way to do it. And it certainly isn't 200 small logs when it could have been distilled into, you know, a couple. So this energy stuff does seem to be everywhere. Don't mind that. Use melee to attack enemies or destroy certain objects. So we have our yellow crates. I think they might be hearing from Capcom. Well, this is starting to look a little bit organic. Yeah, you gotta love the tutorials. Evening. I think the locals. Ooh. Now there's a very well-trodden trope there. Oh. And you know what? Resident Evil 2 Remake did exactly the same thing. I'm sure it gave me the option to interact then. So kind of like Silent Hill. Now we have a torch. Oh, there's a cat. Now we have a torch. Yeah, true. True. You do, when you create a game, you do have to make it in the pretense that it could be somebody's first game. I get that. So, we have a locked door that needs a code. Okay? This is kind of cool. Looks like some kind of factory where they make clothing. Now, we know there was a cat around here, and I'm also getting the feeling that they're going to be throwing our first enemy at us soon. I'm sure. Oh no, we have a resource limit. So we do. That's interesting. I suppose that's a good way of making sure that you don't just stockpile stuff for no reason. We could make a shell patch. Hey, we got an achievement. for creating an item. We are not in danger of an epidemic. Listen to the expert. Although many citizens experience similar symptoms, this phenomenon does not have the hallmarks of a situation that is outside the norm, assures Dr. Robert Taikwa from the Department of Health and Science. All those absurd lies about going blind en masse only create panic. Citizen, if you still fear a hypothetical epidemic, the best way to protect yourself and others is to not let it happen. Wait. If you experience any of the symptoms, stay home. Yeah. Bury your head in the sand. Definitely the best way to deal with a situation. Really sick with a terminal disease? Have you tried just not dying? Now, what is this? Oh! That's where we save. Got ya. Now, what is this? So,
was left here by the predecessor. He went off to C31, proceeding with the search.
so, do we have to remember codes? 367. I mean, it's a pretty easy code to remember. Jump scare incoming? I would say almost definitely. Electrical fuse, a safety device that operates to provide overcurrent protection of an electrical. Yes, it's a fuse, man. Cool, got you. So we can go upstairs. We can try the locked door, and I guess that's where the fuse goes.
It is lacking 2 fuses.
Interesting. So our inventory looks very, very limited. This is my issue with time travel games. The amount of like plot holes and just massive, huge discrepancies. It's kind of unavoidable. I can hear some goopy goo. So how does one get across to there then? Can we jump? Oh, we can jump. How cute. We have a box of tricks. No. That is not what we wanted to do. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not, I've been very hands off with everything. I wanted this game to be as blind as possible, so I didn't read or really study anything. I didn't even know the game came out, to be honest. Oh. Evening. I think the locals are about. There we go. I mean, kind of looks like a xenomorph. Kind of. Slimy, yet satisfying. So, one thing that I do understand is apparently enemies can consume the dead and become more powerful or something. So they're pretty strong enemies. You can burn enemies as well to get rid of the bodies. I read that in the review that I read earlier. But, ooh, so these are like, ooh, wow, okay. Stomp the body. I'd be curious to see if that actually does anything. I mean, it broke it up. That is really quite satisfying. I don't think it's quite up there with Dead Space level satisfying, but it's pretty satisfying. So this wall goop, now we've realized we can turn on a frickin' flashlight, is people. Definitely getting a little bit of Callisto Protocol vibes. Yeah, I can see that. Good old Alien. Now, what was it? No. 367. 3 code door locks. Now we could really use some bullets, to be fair. Oh, so ammunition for handgun type weapons. So there are multiple. Curious. I like it. You know, I do like this gun. Shell patch and chemicals. So I guess we get to make some more goodies. I'm guessing we get to increase that as the game goes along. Very satisfying clicky poppy reload there. Did you know that products still may be good after their expiration date? That single tea bag can be used up to 6 times. You, sir, are a liar. That flour and water alone can be used to prepare dozens of nutritious meals. I mean, it'll stop you from starving, I suppose, but nutrition, that being healthy doesn't require meat in your diet. Who wrote this? Don't think me, think we. Together we will prevail. Mayor of New Dawn. Right, Comrade Xeon. Something unpronounceable. Right, okay. Meat. Kind of need meat in your diet. You need meat. You need vegetables. We are omnivores, damn it. Told you. That lever's going to be on just about every other door for the entire game. Now, let's get this bass fired up. Open sesame. I'm looking forward to getting back outside, because it's the outside sections that I'm really interested in. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a linear sort of game. I guess it will be a linear sort of game. But I'm curious to see how big these areas are to actually explore, and if there are indeed hidden little secret areas. Like so, I guess. Right, more handgun ammo. Handgun ammo does look like it's going to be a very valuable resource. Another boy, Marcel Marzek, 8 years old, navy blue button-down coat, black tie, knee-high socks, and worn-out black leather shoes. Shows no symptoms. Radio for a search effort ASAP. Yeah, Evil Within 2 kind of, for me, had like the perfect balance. Valuable electrical item from the past. Although inactive today, it can be exchanged for energy in the workstation. Cool. So we have to find hidden relics and that kind of stuff. It did, because basically, yeah, you had kind of like a big open field, I suppose. And you had an objective to do in those big open fields. And they were really non-linear. I mean, they weren't massive, but they kind of felt a lot bigger than they actually were. And they were really fun to explore. And if this game gives us something like that, I'll be quite happy. Got some more chemicals. So this New Dawn place is... it isn't just, you know, infected with Gribblies. Like, it's completely destroyed. So I don't know if that was because of combat or whether time dilation. I'm not sure. There's definitely a little bit of stutter struggle, but it's not bad. Evil Within 2, it was like the perfect sequel. It was better than the original game in every single way. And it's a shame that we never got an Evil Within 3, because if they kind of kept a similar template, maybe refining the combat and the stealth mechanics a little bit, Evil Within could have been something really solid. Not that sloppy shit that the first game was.
I encountered malformed biomass. Caution advised.
Yep, they're in the goddamn walls. If you haven't, I would recommend it. It was a relatively unique survival horror game. Considering, you know, Evil Within 1 was a very lame copy of Resident Evil 4, basically. Alright. So I'm guessing this is quite linear. You just have different zones. And I thought that was going to be a save station. But I'll take the ammo.
To those who were sent here after me, if you have been tasked with finding a target that is located in A0 or any sector in the vicinity of the Unity Hospital,
Of course there's a hospital.
I am cutting off the path. The chances of traversing it are close to zero.
So we're definitely going to be going that way then.
Resources are scarce. Evaluate whether you can be of use to the vocation in other ways. Such is our calling.
I don't know if we're going to bump into our own body or anything like that, but we are looking for another traveller that's been here before us. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're all clones or some shit like that. That I can definitely see being a thing. Right, so A0 is completely shut and blocked off. But what's the betting that we will definitely be going down there at some point? Oh, we know we're going to get Gribblies in here, don't we? Wakey, wakey. Oh, hello. Alright then. Now, we don't know whether it's head shots, arm shots, leg shots. Which are the magic number here. But what we do seem to have a pretty good indication of so far is that ammo. Ammo actually, unlike most survival horror games, is scarce. At least for now. Because, you know, they always say, oh, Resident Evil and Silent Hill, you don't have a lot of ammo. You're always scavenging. You're always worried you're going to run out. Bullshit. Definitely action games. So these standard enemies don't seem too bad. Magnolia. Flowers, wreaths and bouquets. Oh, wonderful. More bullets. So I'm guessing eventually we're going to find somewhere where we can upgrade our gear. Ammo should only be scarce if you miss. Yeah. Now, there's an interesting mechanic with this gun. So you can fire it normally. But there's also a 1 second charge delay on it as well. So that's going to take some getting used to. That's quite a unique aspect. Things will return to normal soon. In his last proclamation, General Wolchak, something or other, reassured our nation that the crisis affecting most Polish cities has been brought under control. The Ministry of Defense has successfully completed a stabilization operation spanning the entire country, and thanks to their swift response, the spread of the foreign virus has been halted. General Jaruzelski, that's the best you're getting, urged the residents of the quarantined city to stay strong and abide by the restrictions. He further announced plans to set up a specialized commission to trace the origin of this ubiquitous foreign disease. Interesting. So is this supposed to be isolated to just Poland? I sort of don't buy that, to be honest. I'm guessing this went worldwide. Now, we can go that way or we can go this way. The movement in the game is very heavy as well, kind of Dead Spacey. Evening. No running, sweetheart. I'm sure I will be with you momentarily. Oh, this just loops round, I guess. Yeah, there's a very heavy weight to movement. Which is the polar opposite to, say, Resident Evil, where you actually move pretty good speed. And you do feel like you can nip around. Oh, so I guess the other way was blocked anyway. If it does a singularity, as in the game or the series, I don't think I ever... You have to remember, I don't watch TV. Past or present. This place crawls. I do like the weight of the gun. I've said that before. It is nice. I can hear you. Please introduce yourself. It's got really good ambience, which I'm not surprised because Silent Hill 2 had really good ambience.
Even stronger as they merge. Efficiency discipline is recommended. It is highly recommended to proceed with caution. Such is our calling.
Such is our calling. They're really drumming that phase home, aren't they? So we need a key. Alright then. I mean, the atmosphere is pretty solid so far. Workers of the New Dawn unite for a better future. And that sounded like a cat. I'm guessing the enemies are called orphans. Oh. Definitely somebody calling for help. And can we shoot that? Sounds like a cat. I guess we can't shoot that. Yep, we're going to get some gribblies in here. Ooh, hello. Sleeping Beauty. Oh, I'm guessing every time our flashlight fucks up, we're going to get attacked. Because it was flickering last time we had an enemy. I would like to have some control over the flashlight, to be fair. What's the bet? And we're going to pick up that key and get attacked. Key to a shop. Well, I didn't think it would literally happen straight away, but sure, why not, I suppose. So this is the mechanic where they combine with other bodies and become something more powerful. That was a really piss poor shot. Ooh, these guys don't mess around, I guess. Oh, we're empty. We're empty. Right, let's give this fucker a... Oh, we have melee combat. Alright, so we have learned something here. These enemies don't screw around, at least when they are enhanced. Repositioning is your key to victory in combat. You die quickly. Okay. So that is where we're going. Yeah, so without absorbing other bodies, they're actually quite trivial to take out. As soon as they have one, we're going to need a bigger weapon. And I don't think we can break that body up enough. Unfortunately. Right, we must be prepared. But I did miss the first couple of shots. Getting used to how this weapon charges up is going to be key. Corridor stopped by something you can step over. Yep, standard survival horror trope right there. Right then, once more we're feeling. Oh yeah, you see they hit you so hard. Standard singular shots seem worthless. Oh fuck, right, let's get out of here. Let's go. Wow, look at me running away in a video game. Alright. So it's going to be a stick and move situation. Oh, check it out. We're actually blowing chunks through this guy. I like that. Come on, you fucker. Oh, dude. Now, I'm guessing this is the game teaching us that fighting isn't always worth it. And I am not a very good learner. Sit down.
When they merge, they become stronger.
And shut the fuck up.
Must not allow this to happen.
Yeah, the Iron Maiden from Resident Evil 4, they don't look quite as fucked up when they haven't bonded with another. They look quite smooth, but yeah, they start getting all spiky. So that's going to be the rub with this game. You cannot let enemies combine, because they get exponentially tougher. What do we like for rounds? We've got 9. That's exactly what that was. That was the little tutorial. Oh, hello. Hello fucking shit, we got a cat. Oh, this game's just got better. Hello, buddy. If the cat gets hurt, I'm going to get unreasonably angry. Cat gave us a healing thingy. Cool. Alright, safe station is needed. We probably would have been better running from that, but I don't know. I think it would have just chased us, to be honest. And we have some more bullets. On. Oh, start a struggle. Start a struggle. Come on, patch your game. Great.
Marking its location for later.
Alright. Be seeing you a little bit later then, I guess. Whoa. Can we phone home? Guess not. So we need to find some way of actually dealing and burning the bodies. I'm sure... Oh, this has got to be one of those workbenches that we've heard so much about. What the hell is that? Is that a boon relic? Been a while since the game gave us a save station. At least it feels like it has. Cores can be used to unlock special upgrades for the Traveler's equipment in the workstation. Oh, this is so Dead Space. This really is. And that's not a bad thing. I'm just pointing it out. Okay. Do we have an item box? Ask and you shall receive, I guess. Okay. So what do we got? Ooh, hello. So the gun is called the Sword Mark 1615. I actually really like that. Now, let's have a little look around. No, I can't even argue. Can't even argue. Dead Space is absolutely phenomenal. What a complete and utter gut punch that they're not doing 2. The remake of Dead Space was phenomenal. So we can sell shit here. Right, so we can actually sell ammo and healing items, which seems to be a little bit unwise. We do get a lot of scratch for the camera though. Sure. It does that really annoying thing where you have to hold the mouse button down on everything. No, we don't want to exit. So we can upgrade our suit integrity, which does... Oh, you can upgrade inventory slots. Oh, that's expensive. So one core for 1 extra inventory slot. And resource limits as well. Ooh, that's not as easy as you might think. And then we have firepower, stability, reload speed, charge speed, and clip capacity. But again, it's expensive. 1,000 bones to go up for 1 extra shot. Charge speed. That's a pretty good little buy there. But that's 600 bones to put it up by 8%. Health is really, really poor in this game, but you don't want to get hit, I suppose. Let's go for charge speed. So the next upgrade only puts it up by another 8%, but that's 1,400. Reload speed. We could afford reload speed. I mean, that does seem to be a... Fuck. Firepower's 3k. Ouch, dude. What about... Ah, okay. So weapons just require money. Just the shell appears to require cores. Got you. I'm going to be bumping up the armor then, I guess. Shame we can't increase our movement speed. Alright. Right, let's... I do like the retro, very alien-esque interface, actually. So what don't we need on us? We can't actually afford to drop anything, to be honest. We need our ammo. Okay, bit of starter struggle. I really didn't want to use that health item, but we needed it. Success of the local police. Commissioner Mychat Rybark and his team have reported significant progress in their investigation into the rising number of missing person cases. We must remain patient and avoid panic at all costs. Fear is our greatest enemy during this crisis. I think death might be, actually, but what do I know? In the midst of this chaos that has flooded our streets, it is all too easy for individuals to lose their way. Fortunately, military stabilization efforts are helping us to maintain order and safety. The Commissioner promises we will bring your loved ones home. He lied. I know, dude, it's so annoying. It's because the quick heal is the Q button right next to W. God damn it. It's fine. So, where are we going then? Q for quick heal. Oh, no, we can't smash that. Yeah, I will be rebinding it, don't worry. I mean, I guess the green lights kind of gave it away, but that didn't look like a door. Yeah, we'll be rebinding that. Absolutely. Walk softly and carry a big stick. We don't have a stick, so a gun will have to do. So we need to open this bass, which requires something. It's not actually a code this time. Aight then. Missed something by the door, the green door. Oh, well spotted. Very well spotted.
Such as wood or biological tissue, orphan bodies are susceptible to rapid oxidation. My observations also suggest that incineration is a proficient way to remove organic accumulations.
There we go.
I named biomass.
Biomass.
Torch is the most efficient tool to ultimately destroy tissue before it has time to regenerate. Such is our calling.
Regenerate. Wait, does that mean that the standard enemies will get back up again after a while? Good catch on that log there. Because that's quite an important one. I like the way he's proud of himself that he's managed to nickname it Biomass. I don't know. I guess we're going to get a flamethrower or something? I don't think we're just going to get a matchbook, but we'll find out, I guess. I hope we're going to get a good flamethrower. Because let's be honest, Dead Space Remake's flamethrower, they're going to have to go some to beat that. I mean, that thing was vicious. Oh, beautiful. Alright then. Chemicals. How many chemicals have we got now? Oh, we got 3. You know, it was... up until now, it was pretty obvious. Spend the chems on the bullets, right? Duh. But considering how vicious the enemies are, that's not so easy of a choice, it would seem. And we don't have any hills, so we better get one. Interact with a dispenser to receive flamethrower ammo. Ooh, maybe we will. A highly combustible substance used by the torch. Okay, but we don't have the torch. Press... Oh! So we... See, now this seems stupid. Does it mean that we need to burn this, but we only have 1 charge? Yeah, I didn't really want to waste that. And we got an achievement. Rapid oxidization. Technically, the pistol is the sword Mark 1615. It doesn't... it's never referenced it as a torch yet, unless they mean the physical torch that's attached to us, which I've just noticed is on a gimbaled arm, which is actually really quite cool. Yeah, the gun is the sword, which actually really, it's a really cool name for a gun, to be fair. A device used to unlock doors sealed by the Travelers, found in Sector A31. Okay. Traveler's seal key. But we only get 1 charge per... So we can produce torch fuel now, but it requires a different set of resources that we haven't found yet. Okay. Wait. Right, oh, that's interesting. So if we use it, we can just claim another one. Kind of like the way Dead Space handled its stasis modules. Good to know. And that, I wonder if that means... I wonder if that means the ammo dispensers work in the same way. Like they will always give you 3 rounds if you're empty. Precisely. Infinite but limited. I do like how dangerous the enemies are. That is an interesting generator. But what is it generating? The virus never sleeps. By forming groups, you are helping spread the disease. I see. Oh, we've got a database. Cats. You collect cats kind of. That's kind of interesting. So we've got travel logs, which is just what we're doing. Oh no, they're the actual voice logs that we found. Okay. I thought we might have like a lore journal or something, which would probably be quite nice for this game. How's the audio, by the way? I think it was okay when I set it up earlier. I did have a quick fiddle, but I was also very limited with time today. Audio's good. Thank you. Cool. Right. So that powered up these doors. Let's have a quick once round the room to make sure we haven't missed any. Oh! Well, looky, looky. Bogdan. I know he's an intellectual, but sweeping the platform is something anybody can do. Even a goddamn Marxist communist. Hereby, hire my fucking nephew before he chews the plaster off the walls. Yours truly. I mean, sure, handgun ammo. Nice, that was worth it. And we can go back and get our charge. Cash. Ooh. Right, parts of destroyed mechanisms or tools useful in fabricating more complex resources. I don't see how we turn a cog into flamethrower fuel, but sure. I also don't understand how time travel works either, so maybe I'm just a dumbass. Alright, now where was that room with the dispenser? It was that one, I think. Let's go and have a little peep. Yoink. Now, is there a map? I don't believe there is. Unfortunately. Which is a bit of a shame. But so far, definitely not required. Oh. That's That's not how gravity works. So whatever happened here is apocalyptic. More so apocalyptic than we thought. Well, oh, I like it. I like the music. It's so retro. Did they say this game was going to be retro? Did they say it was going to have retro vibes? Like I said, I've intentionally kept away from everything referring to this game. I mean, hey, maybe. That certainly wouldn't be the most unique outcome. Join us! Holy Union in Christ can give us shelter during the raging storm. The Church of the Last Days is your sanctuary. To you, sir, I say, go peddle thy shite elsewhere. Last thing I want to do is spend my last days groveling to God. You know what, actually? You're not wrong. Spirits Within kind of vibes, yeah. Ooh, residential area map. Okay. I'm guessing we can't, like, copy that or anything. So, Spirits Within, you know what? A lot of people, like, complained about that film and moaned and whinged. I really quite liked it. But then, I thought the Final Fantasy films in general were excellent. Like, unbelievably good. Not necessarily the first one, The Spirits Within. That was good. I enjoyed it. But, man, the second film. Which I forget what that was called now. Advent Children? That was unreal. Man, that film extracted tears from me. And I don't even mind saying that. So, not only are we going to see a lot of those door latches, we're going to be finding a lot of these as well. Oh, hello. You're an ugly motherfucker, aren't you? You going to get up and say hi? Very Callisto Protocol looking. Alright. Oh. Something gribbly's coming. Oh, hello. You are not allowed to eat any bodies. Not on my watch. Yeah, geez, they are so much weaker when they're not evolved. Is it worth burning the... See, there's the risk versus reward thing, because... cheeky. We can burn these guys, but we might get ourselves locked out of a secret room full of supplies. Isolation unites. The Ministry of Defense urges all citizens to disregard the false narratives from the West. Oh my. The quarantine imposed on the cities of the Polish People's Republic is the only effective solution in the fight against the spread of the virus until a vaccine becomes available. So, no, it was a worldwide thing. Cool. Restricting access into and within our cities is essential to halt the migration infected individuals who irresponsibly or unknowingly spread the disease. 1981 will forever be remembered as the great test of our people, a test of their endurance, loyalty. Health and Welfare Minister Jan Dobrucki declared. With him, the authorities of the People's Poland assure the isolation strengthens us during the cataclysm that has befallen our country. Okay, so that's good to know. It is like a proper worldwide thing. No worries. Bloody stutter struggle, man. We got bodies. And we've only got 10 rounds. Well. That's gonna... I'm guessing we need to burn our way through there. Which means... Can we burn bodies? Oh! What's that symbol? Yeah, that's definitely one of those regenerating fire things. Effective. Oh, shit! That has a radius. Okay. Cool. That has a really healthy radius to it. Wakey wakey. Anybody here? Press middle mouse button whilst near the body of a fallen enemy to burn it. Fire burns bodies of fallen enemies and stuns living ones. Cool. Not today. Yeah, that has a healthy radius. Happy with that. So it looks like they have taken a lot of inspiration from other games. I guess we can't burn our way through there. I thought we might be able to. So burning bodies is going to be priority number 1, really. So it looks like, yeah, about 10 feet ahead of us is the range on that. Nice. We're definitely going to be leaning on that as much. Ooh, what the cheese and biscuits is that? We have a box. What's in the box? God damn, they're everywhere. And they're giving us bullets as well, so... Jesus Christ, you got one there, you got one there. Right. Okay, we're going to burn every one of these motherfuckers because we know if they even absorb one other enemy, they become a serious handful. And we don't really have a lot of healing items, so I'm guessing we are going in that direction. We are. But that means there's probably goodies this way. I saw that. There's gribbly movement under the ground. Yep. Oh. Well, hello there. Big gaping hole in the ceiling. Yeah, how about we don't walk under that? There is 100% chance something nasty is going to drop out of that. You can't be seriously telling me there's nothing here. Maybe there's nothing here. Ceiling friend, eh? Yeah, I was thinking we are going to get like a head crab situation going on from... Obviously. Alright then. Come on. It's you and me, buddy. I guess I should have called this. I was right to burn all the bodies. Now listen here, matey boy. Ooh, flamethrower. There we are. You didn't like that, did you fucker? Look at you being all cute and fresh. Yeah, not so fucking fresh now. Oh, okay. Welcome to the party, pal. That was a miss. Right, let's grab. Come on. Is it me or do they open slower when there are enemies around? Oi! Oi! Thank you. Looks to me... Oh, fuck. Looks to me like we're in the shit, to be honest. But if we weren't, it wouldn't be a very good survival horror. Whoa, what is that shit? Oh, no, 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 no. I don't like that. You're not allowed your own armor. Oh, you're absorbing that because you're a big old fucking dickhead. Come here. There you go. Come on. Jeez, that takes a while to spawn. I wish we had some kind of dodge. But it doesn't look like we... Oh, we're empty. Well, that's no good, is it? Huh. This is going to get way worse before it gets better. Now. And it looks like we do actually have to kill all these guys because the door is shut. That's a problem. Well... liberal application of fire, I guess. Right, well, she's stunned. There we go. Oh, that is not as effective as I was hoping it was going to be. I'm guessing we can go under there. Hey, 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 hands off the fucking merchandise, you. I mean, honestly. Ooh, easy. None of that. Come on now. Oh, God. Sadly doesn't know how to treat a lady. Flames. We're definitely going to have to get punching. So it looks like the method here is stun, punch, get more fire, stun, punch. Like so. Can we... foot stomp. That foot stomp is working. Raging Bull. You defeated an enemy with a melee attack. Such is our calling indeed. That was intense. I like it. Yes, sir. Now, I think I have spotted something whilst I was running around. What do we have under here? Apart from a nice little hidey hole. Oh, guns, rocket launchers, fucking nuclear weapons and everything in here. Got a core. Handgun ammo. So the handgun, in all fairness, is pretty rubbish. At least at the moment. Now, is there any other little sneaky hidey holes? Hidey holes. Doesn't look like it. I mean, there's lots of gribbly noises. But we need supplies. Did we get a medical injector? We did not. Why would we? That would have been useful. So, we're going to get the Dead Space battle rooms. Good to know. Non-combat relic module capable of turning the anomaly can be used to manipulate time oddities. Sure, I'll have that.
Relic module found. An emitter.
I do have played Stalker,
Be
yes.
used to manipulate
So,
Visual on the fallen predecessor. But
oh,
there's an oddity blocking the path.
she's almost as good with her words as I am. Pretty difficult to get them out, I guess. So we can go back. And that's where we're going, I guess. So, how does this work? If it did explain it to us, I missed it. Time oddities. Time oddities are objects and structures frozen or looped in time. They can be manipulated using the emitter. Aim at the oddity core. Okay. Left control. Go yeah. Oh. Would you look at that? Well, we're not going that way, are we? Not sure on that. Maybe.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached.
Wow, he had a unfortunate end. But he had a male voice.
The anchor is intact.
So technically we could be two different
Well
people.
done.
Not clones.
Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage. Target seeded. The predecessor was on a search for a target called Edward Wisniewski.
Ha. I like our Pip-Boy.
Calculating coordinates. Confirmed dive location in D3. The nearby housing project. You never reached him. I will carry on where you left off.
So there seems to
The
be
location continues.
honor between these guys. In a very robotic way. So we've got the anchor. Okay. So we're going to the housing district. I mean, I will say one thing. This definitely is its own unique thing. I mean, it's borrowed a lot of concepts from other games. Sure. You know, that's fine. Most games do that. But it really does feel like its own unique thing, which is good. Right. Some oddities can be manipulated in order. Okay. So how do we do that? Where's the heart of the oddity? Oh. This thing's got quite the range on it. Okay. Definitely looking forward to finding out what the hell all this shit is, because, I mean, I would say there's more than time travel going on, but, I mean, time travel can do a lot of weird things, I guess. So basically with an oddity, you can turn it on and you can turn it off. Got ya. Ooh. New public transport restrictions. Passengers without valid passes will be penalised. There is a limit of 5 passengers per carriage. Always keep a space of at least 2 empty seats between you. Use trams only as a last resort. Workers of the New Dawn Steel Plant with season tickets are required to show their work certificate and ID. So, I mean, I'm guessing, obviously they're talking about some kind of like weird virus thing. I'm gonna say it's probably not a virus. I reckon it's gonna be something totally different. Something a lot more science fiction-y. Which they may or may not have known about. So we'll have that. We've still got a core. Right. So we've got some goodies. I'm guessing we get to manipulate this bullshit again. What I would like, what I really like, would be a workbench, because I'm going to be honest, they don't seem to be super common. Oh, hi, friend. Don't think that hit. Man, this gun really sways around. Ooh, not good. Oh. Well, that's a pain in the knickers. Dude, like, when they're not evolved, they're so weak. Jeez, I didn't realise how low we were on rounds, though. They are so weak. But literally, just one extra body changes the whole game. Massively changes the dynamic. Which is kind of interesting. 200 energy, we'll take it. Oh, hey, bud. Kinda getting... Nah, these guys are weak. These guys are weaker than the first ones, I think. Pretty sure. They weren't dying with one shot before. So, what do we have here? Don't think I'd be comfortable walking on this, but aha. I was wondering, can we manipulate that while standing on it? Wow, what a mansion. Alright, this is different. Ooh. Hey, you know what?
Interesting.
Very interesting. Maybe what you mentioned earlier, maybe that's going to happen then. We've already done the thing that we've gone back in time to do. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. So, we can't go that way. I'm guessing the stairs are destroyed. They are. Ooh. Money. Give me your money. Oh, Agent Cutters. Murder in C minor. Wonderful. Spin that shit up. Probably improve the ambience around here. Oh, bullets. Oh, precious bullets. Yeah, this is like, I haven't played a survival horror game in so long where you really are genuinely low on ammo all the time. And as for the difficulty, we didn't get a choice from what I can remember. There was no... I mean, unless that psychological bullshit in the beginning generates the difficulty, which may be. The whole concept of the underground station is regarded as one of the most ambitious urbanistic projects, not only in the Soviet Union, but in the entire world. The best Polish and Russian engineers have worked up a sweat for over 30 years to finally present the most advanced transport system in a new era. This, one could say, endless web of interconnected tunnels. Uh-oh. We like our interconnected tunnels in our survival horror games. Yeah. Lets the citizens of New Dawn transfer comfortably from one end of the city to another in less than 10 minutes. Is this going to be a Dead Space tram system? Thanks to a talented team of architects, the way to work is not a monotonous experience anymore, as the whole station is a genuine art gallery. The rich ornaments and jaw-dropping mosaics decorating the walls turn the everyday journey into a deep cultural experience. Especially noteworthy are, however, the works of Antonio Serma. His inspiring monumental sculptures are the best that social realism art has to offer. My. Okay. Let's mute the old laptop there. Google says there's no difficulties. Yeah, I didn't think there was a difficulty selection. Yeah, I don't mind that. I find difficulty selections are a double-edged sword, to be honest. Especially if you're a complete whore for these sort of games like me and like to try and get all the achievements, and you've got to play different, like, you know, so many times on all the different difficulties. But at the same time, you know, once you're familiar with a game, dialing up the difficulty can be fun. And yeah, true. You get people that, you know, take the piss out of, you know, when it comes to difficulty, if playing a game on easy means you're going to get through the game and you're going to enjoy it, do it. You know, it's a fucking video game. It's supposed to be fun. You should be ridiculed for what difficulty you play games on. It's absolutely ridiculous. Citizen, stay healthy. Follow the guidelines. Do not shake hands when greeting. Take care of your hygiene. When you don't feel well, do not leave your home. Limit contact with others. Do not attend or organize any meetings or gatherings. Keep your distance. Rules that I live by the sounds of things. New Dawn District Sanitary Inspection. Unless Doom, then ultra violence or nothing. Dude, I'm gonna really upset you. I played Doom on the second hardest difficulty. What's it called? Hurt Me Plenty? Is that the second hardest? It's been a while. Dear that sack of shitter. Tell Christia to go to the Unity Hospital and ask them to give us some of their emergency resources. Beg them if you must. After all, we can't let those people go completely blind. So going blind, that's been mentioned a couple of times. That does seem to be a big symptom. Don't believe them if they say they don't have any. They must have some. And it mentioned earlier as well, when we started, the big red puffy eyes. I saw the big military trucks going in that direction yesterday. Must have been medical supplies, because what else? Maybe a miracle happened and the commies agreed to finally accept help from the Red Cross. Unlikely. Or maybe they did. I joke, it's Doom. Yeah, no, I know you're just fucking around, mate. I know. difficulty shaming is one of those things in games that really does bother me, because it's just, dude, it's entertainment. Who cares? If you want to play it on the hardest difficulty and tear your hair out and that's how you enjoy it, have at it. Right, so what else have we got here? I generally play games on whatever the default difficulty is, and if I enjoy it and I learn it quite well and it's got some juicy achievements, maybe I'll go back and dial the difficulty up, but for the most part, whatever the default is fine. So, we've got 2 cores. Yum. Fucking yum. And we got some healing stuff. Okay. Suit integrity, that's kind of interesting. It does appear to be after the 2nd level. It's locked. Inventory slots. This is stop having fun, guys. Yeah. Fake gamers. Resource limits could be a good one. Definitely going to get the suit integrity. Oh, fuck. I didn't realize. That takes... Shit, that took both cores. Now. Looky. We can upgrade the torch, flamethrower. Burning time. That's a 33% increase. But the flamethrower... Ah, interesting. The flamethrower actually takes cores to upgrade as well. I wonder if there's a new game plus. Can somebody search, see if there's a new game plus mode for this? Because I love new game plus modes, especially in survival horror. Like that's what Resident Evil just nails. The fact that you can just keep going through and leveling up your weapons and powering everything up. I love that aspect of Resident Evil. And I really miss it when there isn't a new game plus in a game. Reload speed. Reload speed isn't too bad. Maybe we could dole up the magazine capacity. Oh, wait, hang on. We've got stuff to sell, haven't we? No, we haven't. Ah, we can buy. Could we buy that before? Chemicals, metal scraps, shell patches, and handgun ammo. It doesn't seem that outrageously expensive. However, that is just 6 shots. And I would rather put money into permanent upgrades. Stability, I think, is going to be important because, my God, this thing kicks like a mule. Reload speed, charge speed is important. I can't see anywhere we can buy cores. Game has multiple ending. Oh, does it? New Game Plus, I had no idea about the multiple endings. Branching story then? Oh, we're going to be enjoying this one for a while then, guys. Right, anyway, unfortunately, because I do have work tomorrow, we're going to be calling it there. What I will say, I didn't know what to expect, and I'm having a good time with this game. I think it's alright. And considering I bought this on the Xbox store, so I've got it on Xbox, PC and everything, for 30... What did I pay for it? £37? Yeah. Not bad, actually. It's definitely got its own vibe going on. The only thing that I'm really not 100% happy with is just how weighty and heavy the characters are. And I know that's the vibe the game's going for, which is fine. But I do like the snappy, more responsive character movement and aiming of Resident Evil. And I know you're going to disagree with me there, Jimmy, about the Resident Evil aiming mechanics. But I love it. Whereas this feels a lot weightier and a lot heavier. Basically, if you've played the Dead Space remake, you know how this is going to... In fact, actually, I would say Isaac probably has a little bit more dexterity than this Traveller woman. But the story has gripped me. The weapon, though we've only tried one, is meaty. The enemies are tough and burly. The story, yeah, the weird ambience in the music is cool. I'm happy with this one so far. Maybe that will change the more we play. But is this? Would I say this is as good as You know, it's difficult to compare this to Silent Hill 2 remake, of course, because they already had the blueprint for that game. Now, I did expect the controls and how James Sunderland felt in the Silent Hill remake. I did expect that was how this was going to play, but it doesn't. It's very, very different, which is nice to see. So they've definitely put a lot of work into this. But so far, I am very, very impressed. 3 endings and 1 exclusive New Game Plus. Ooh, that's a juicy one. So what we're going to have to do then, because we're on a time limit to get this game done, because there is a massive Silent Hill F-bomb looming overhead. So, yeah, if we keep multiple saves, because I'm guessing at some point you're going to get a decision to make, and that's how you're going to get the 2 normal endings. Obviously, the New Game Plus ending will... Yeah, that's going to require another complete playthrough. But no, I'm really happy. What are your thoughts so far, Jimmy? Because I know you were a skeptic. To be fair, as was I, but you were probably more skeptical than I. Now, I wish you could buy cores. I would be interested in your thoughts. Now, there is definitely nowhere we can buy cores, is there? That's just the... So I'm guessing these flamethrower fuel things are going to be everywhere. Oh, that's a medium. Cool. I'm not sure if I want to try medium. I've seen it. See, it's interesting because you really hated medium. Most people didn't like medium, but my mate really enjoyed it. So I'm kind of split between it. Luckily for me, there's so many good games coming out and there's so many games in my backlog. The chances of me actually getting any time to play it are 0, to be honest. I mean, maybe when I'm in an old folks home shitting in my nappies, I might be able to brush it out and, you know, give it a go then. But I only really have time for games that I really, really, really want to play. And at the moment, my time is going to be split between Gears of War with Chris. It's going to be split on this and Cyberpunk. Immense, huge. Anyway, thank you very much for coming, guys. It's been fun. Tomorrow night I'll be streaming with Thor over on his channel. Then Monday, I believe, I'll be streaming with Chris. Shit, I don't know when I'm going to fit this game in. We'll work it out. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming and